What's in the box? Crazycraft! Hey everybody, this is Strategywizard and
Crazycraft! That sounded a lot worse than I thought it was, but back to the video.
And today we're going to be unboxing the newest expansion to my favorite game, Cosmic Encounter. This is the Cosmic Odyssey campaign expansion, which I never even saw coming, so I'm excited. Looking forward to seeing what's inside.
And it's one of my favorite games too.
Yep, so we're both pretty stoked about this.
And this is like what I played it with Zach and Daddy, or so I say Strategywizard, and it was basically my first time playing. I've played it before, but I was too young to really understand.
Yeah, first time knowing what you were doing.
So just playing it one time, I'm like, this game is good.
Yeah, this game is one of the best. Well, it is the best in my opinion.
Yeah.
But now we're going to see.
Cool.
Yes, he does. Let's throw that over there. Let's open this puppy up. Wow, this is amazing. First of all,
alien rats.
we have
Or mice.
a relatively small instruction booklet.
Let's get it out.
Okay.
I was thinking mice.
Has introduction
mouse.
using this expansion, integrating this expansion. Add alien sheets, add flare cards, replace destiny cards, replace, that's interesting, must be some new ones, incorporate variant decks, and then all the components and other stuff. So yes. Okay, now we have a bit, whoa, this must be a campaign guide.
Oh wow.
So this, I don't know exactly what it's going to cover, but I guess it's going to explain how the campaign works and all the different scenarios. I'm looking forward to that.
Ooh. Ooh.
We have a campaign log sheet,
That's
which
cool.
has a number of pages.
Huh. A punch-out thing?
Yeah, punch out cardboard pieces. Oh, look! This comes from the Cosmic, what was it called? Cosmic Storm.
Oh!
Cosmic Storm had these, whatever the satellites, I think they called them, and it makes me wonder, did they update it to make it better? Because it was the worst of all the add-ons. Maybe it's better now.
Maybe. We've got some cards.
Interesting. It's called Relux. What does that mean? I don't know.
Then we've got Mega, which also sounds pretty interesting.
I'll bet you this has something to do with the campaign. And maybe this one does too.
We've got cool aliens. That guy looks goofy.
Yeah, that guy looks really funny. Before we open that up, there's a whole bunch of other small cards, including what seem to be more satellites.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. The main thing, we won't look through all those different cards.
Yeah,
but we will look through the most, what I would consider the most important part, which is
aliens!
Yeah, the different aliens. So we'll skim through this, because otherwise it'll take forever if we actually try to go in detail in each one. Okay, this also has some tokens that must be for one or more of these aliens. Okay, what do we have? The Assessor. The Assessor has the power to tax. The power to tax means that after another player, as the offense or an ally, sends more than one ship into the encounter, use this power to draw a card at random from that player's hand and place it face down on this sheet. Cards on this sheet are not part of your hand, but you may look at them at any time. At the end of the encounter, if you have 8 or more cards on this sheet, choose one to add to your hand and then discard the rest. When any other player would draw cards as rewards or part of a new hand, you may give that player one card of your choice from this sheet as a refund instead of one of the cards they would gain. That's powerful. He's a green. I wonder, let's just kind of skim through here. There's a decent bit of green here. There's a red, yellow, green.
Red,
ooh, a lot of yellow there. So
yeah.
Green, yellow, and then, what's that?
Whoa.
What in the world? Interesting. This says, does things the old way. I recognize this as a picture, or it at least looks like it comes from the original Cosmic Encounter, which I never owned, but it looks similar. It says throwback. You have the power of anachronism. Whenever you draw a hand, including your starting hand, draw 7 cards instead of 8. When speaking, you should refer to colonies as bases, ships as tokens. Okay, so without reading the whole thing, apparently it's going back to you have to do things as the original Cosmic Encounter had you refer to things.
Oh,
that is
wow.
interesting. Now you can look and pause and see what the rest of it says if you want to, but that is interesting.
That is.
I think that's what alien sheets probably used to look back then too.
Oh, cool.
So we'll just kind of breeze through some of these. Ooh, what do you think about this one? The Aura.
Oh, that looks cool.
Very nice.
We even saw that in the instructions or something.
Yeah, it's on the cover or something like that. I know I've seen it somewhere. Maybe on the back of the box.
It's like a fire
Ooh,
seahorse.
you have the power of honesty. That sounds interesting.
That does.
We have the boomerang. That's interesting for sure.
That is interesting.
Has a game setup thing of take all but one of your ships from each of your home planets and place them on this sheet. Interesting.
Very interesting.
And then you have the power to return. Ah, we have the booster.
Ooh, he looks cool.
You have the power of escape velocity. We have the... Okay, now this is... You'll notice this purple box here. This is, I think, a redo of an old one. Because the Brute was from Cosmic Storm, and he was way too powerful. He was a very much hated alien because he was too strong. So something tells me they've made him better. You can, again, look to see...
The Brute. Kind of like the way I said that. Brute.
And he also looks a little nicer because he has all these flowers on him.
Yeah.
Before, he wasn't so nice looking. Then we've got the bubble.
Huh, interesting.
The power to pop.
Ooh, nice.
We have the cosmos. Now that's interesting.
Ooh,
you have the power of rules. I have to read this one. If you are not the offense, after the offense wins, you may use this power. Look through your essence card set. So he has essence cards. Choose one rule and play it face up next to this sheet. Instead of playing a rule, you may choose to discard a rule already in play. The abilities on rules are available to all players. After another player uses one of your rules, you gain one reward. Interesting. So as the offense wins, he's able to start applying rules that he wants that'll probably be more beneficial to him, I would guess. Or he would hope that they are. But even if they are beneficial to the opponents, if they use it, the new rule, he gets a reward. So we can get something from the rewards deck.
Woo, that's awesome. And I do not like those lips.
Where?
Right here. It looks kind of like
I think that's probably his fingers, but honestly, who knows?
Oh, yeah. I can kind of like tiny tentacles.
Because that's his mouth right there. He has teeth up there.
Yeah. That's his feet.
That is interesting.
Whoa, I like him a lot.
Okay, the Daredevil. They've revamped him because the Daredevil's an old one. He has the same purple box.
I didn't feel like I saw him before. I don't know why.
Yeah, he's in there. He's in the old one. The power of peril. I'll be curious to see what it is. Y'all can read if you want to see what the difference is. Interesting. Okay, we have the decoy. It has the head of the horde, but it actually isn't. So it's looking like something else, which is interesting.
Interesting.
You have the power of contingency. I'm looking forward to seeing what that does. Boy, there's a ton of aliens in here.
Woo!
Okay, we've got the delegator. The power to delegate. Who doesn't like delegating?
Isn't that...
That's hate. That's the loser. That's the...
Throwback.
I want to say, well, it probably is that same alien, but the throwback is the idea of going back to the original. But the actual alien is like the prophet or something. It's hard for me to remember. Sorcerer, maybe? And then I don't know what that is.
Huh.
I can't remember. If that is one I've forgotten, which shame on me. This is interesting. The demon was an alien from the new version of Cosmic Encounter.
He was too powerful?
I don't know. I don't know what the deal was, but basically the new base set gives you all the original aliens plus him. But they've already redesigned him, apparently. So now I didn't have the demon because I never had the newest base set. Now I have a version of the demon, so that's awesome.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. I gotta say, this is one of my favorites just because of what it is.
Oh,
I like
a dragon. I like him too.
That's amazing. The power to scorch. I'm looking forward to seeing what he does.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's good.
What?
That is disgusting.
Oh my gosh. So it's like a frog that has nose, snot coming out of him that has a bunch of eyes.
That's strange.
That is.
He's the extractor. You have the power to extract. Whoa. That looks kind of like a even more disgusting version of E.T. You have the power to interlope. That is.
I feel like that'd be more psychic, just because I don't know that eyes up there and all this magic. But
that is interesting. I wonder if that's like a reference to Star Wars, maybe the Force. I don't know.
A geek.
Well, I guess that's fitting. You have the power of esoterica. Oh my gosh, he is interesting looking.
Yeah, I do think they just put that blue. They put that other face there because they want a blue too. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I think it's like they're trying to do 3D glasses, but they're making it even more unusual and interesting. That's fascinating. Whoa, the Gremlin. That is one nasty looking alien.
Do you want a bone? Oh, okay. You do not want a bone. Okay.
You have the power to meddle. Well, I like meddling, so that sounds good. Okay, a new version of the Grumpus.
Oh.
He stunk. He was about the worst.
Hopefully they made him better.
I'm sure they did. Again, y'all can read, see what you think.
He's still got a few old bones. Wait, ooh, that doesn't have any bones, but maybe he has some up here.
Yeah, I really hope they made him better because before he was.
Ooh,
worthless.
a mech.
Ooh, I like that
guardian.
a lot. He looks cool.
Yeah, he does.
The Guardian, he has the power to guard. Well, that can make sense.
Let me get this sealed.
Hertz.
Huh.
Interesting. I wonder if that's like a play off of HERTZ, Hertz, like electricity and stuff, or frequency. That's interesting. That is an unusual looking alien.
You have the power to lease. Huh.
I can't wait to see what that does. That sounds fascinating.
Oh, he looks cool.
Whoa, Inferno. I like it. I like it.
James said it. Oh, you have the power to flare.
Let's see what this is so short. I'll read this. Shuffle the additional 5 copies of the Inferno Flare into the Cosmic deck after hands are dealt. So apparently there's a whole bunch of his flare. You have the power to flare. After another player plays a flare and attempts to return it to their hand, you may use this power to take it instead. That is powerful.
Yeah.
When you have no encounter cards and would discard your hand to draw a new one, reveal any flares in your hand and set them aside, draw your new hand, and then add the set aside flares to your hand. So you don't even lose your flares.
Oh, wow.
When you discard the rest of your hand to draw a new hand. That's powerful.
That's super
I gotta admit, power-wise, he's one of my favorites because I like flares a lot.
And
He looks cool. He gets more flares of his own than anyone else, and he can take flares that people play that go back and that would have gone back into their hand.
Taking that fireball.
Gosh, that's good.
Or flare.
The insect. That's interesting. He's like copying the pacifist, seemingly. This is the insect, and I'm sure that's a different artwork style of the pacifist. Yeah, you have the power of metamorphosis. Yeah, so he can change his appearance to look like something else. So that's interesting.
That is.
The livings. That's funny.
That is.
You have the power to migrate. Lloyd.
Oh.
There's got to be a meaning behind this, and I'm probably missing some reference because that just sounds like that would be funny if I knew what it meant. But you have the power to insure. That guy looks awesome.
Yeah, he does.
And of course, he's on the cover of the box, and that's just amazing. Oh, the Locust! They made a new version of him because he was also one of the worst ones. He had an interesting ability, but it was
and
not.
It's just too bad because he looks really cool. I mean, why not make?
Yeah, he was awesome looking, and his power was interesting, but it wasn't practically useful. Now they probably made it.
Look at all those fingers. Back in the day, he probably just used his little pinky finger.
Yeah.
All those hands, he's gonna use his pinky.
Whoa, the magnet.
Whoa, okay.
Interesting. The power to attract or repel. Sounds very similar to Pain in Naruto.
Yeah.
Almighty push.
Oh, the Masochist.
Whoa.
This is actually Zach's favorite alien to play.
Oh, wow.
And they have redone it. I'll be curious to see what the difference is. You have the power to love pain. Very interesting. It's also cool that the artwork on all these is slightly different for the ones they redid.
And we were just talking about pain.
Yeah. Whoa, they changed.
Whoa.
Wait, oh, this is interesting. Normally this would be the Macron, but they call him Micron here. You have the power of mass numbers.
I'll
be curious.
Cool.
Yeah, he does. I'll be very curious to see how he changed them too. Hopefully you can see in case you want to read. Oh, I like this thing. It just looks creepy and cool. The Negator. He has the power to negate. Once per encounter, you may use this power to play a negation from your Essence card cache on another player as per the timing of the negation. Makes me wonder if he can do stuff like Cosmic Zap, Card Zap, just from his Essence deck. But
it looks like a spider. It's just, this is a little tinier.
Yeah, that is strange. Oh, wow, the Perfectionist has a redo. The Perfectionist is one that, I can't remember what he did, but I remember that, I remember thinking that he was pretty good. That's interesting that they changed him. I'll be curious about that. I have to go back and look and see what he did. The Phantom, that's pretty creepy looking.
That is.
Game setup, place one ship from each of your planets on this sheet, and you have the power to materialize.
That's interesting.
Oh, they changed the Sadist, which I have to admit I kind of appreciate, because the Sadist was kind of boring. Now, hopefully they made him a little better. He looks cool, and if he's better, that'll be nice.
Yeah.
That way I'll be more likely to use him. Ooh, they changed the Schizoid.
Ooh.
He had a very interesting ability where he could have unique victory conditions that no one else had. So he could win a unique way, and other people wouldn't know what that way was.
Wow.
So I'll be curious to know how they changed him. Ooh, the Silencer.
Ooh.
That's pretty impressive looking.
That is.
You have the power to silence. The Tentacle, which, whoa, wow, that's interesting.
It doesn't really look like it. Well,
it's like a massive wad of tentacles. You have the power of Appendages. Interesting. I gotta read that, it's pretty short. As a main player or ally, after encounter cards are revealed, use this power. Choose one revealed encounter card that has a numerical value, including a morph. Add each of the values digits to that side's total. For example, if you reveal an attack 15, add 1 and 5 to the card's value for a total of 21. Interesting. I like it. Especially because you can use it as an ally.
Yeah.
That is awesome. The Meek. Well, that's interesting. You have the power to yield. As a main player, when you lose the encounter, use this power to advance your colony marker. Failing to make a deal is not treated as a loss. What? As a main player, when you lose, use this power to advance your colony. So you get a point
For losing?
for losing? Is that what that means? As a main player, when you win the encounter, use this power to move your colony marker back. Oh, so if you win, you actually lose a point.
Oh, wow, so you don't even want to win.
That's crazy. Use this power to move your colony marker back. Your marker cannot move below 0. Making a successful deal is not treated as a win. You still win the game when your colony marker reaches 5. You do not lose your power because of having too few home colonies. This is similar to, I guess, the loser in a manner of speaking, but it's different because you don't need colonies. Colonies don't matter almost.
Oh, wow.
But wait. If you win, it says move your colony marker back, but if you win, you get a colony. Does that mean that you would get a point anyway because of the colony? So you become a net 0, you lose one for winning, but you get one back for getting the colony. So it's like every time you win, you just, I don't know. I'm curious about that. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
If I'm missing something, tell me, but I'm not totally sure about that one. But still, it sounds interesting.
Yeah. Oh, he looks cool.
I like that. The Vector. Power of Direction. The Void they have modified. Which,
From being too powerful, I think.
well, I don't know. They might have considered him too weak, but because he didn't have any advantages innately, only if he was able to win could he destroy their ships permanently. Let's see what they changed.
Oh.
As a winning main player or ally, use this power. All ships that would be sent to the warp during resolution are captured and placed on this sheet instead. Okay. You may send a player's ships from this sheet to the warp as part of a deal. If this sheet is turned face down, all ships on it remain. If this sheet is removed from the game, send all ships on it to the warp. See, they made this more powerful. Because now, it's essentially as if they're removed from the game, but now he can actually use them as a deal and give them back. He can say, hey, I'll give you some of your ships back if you do this. So, essentially, it's the same power with an extra negotiating ability.
Which is kind of cool. You could say, if you give me a colony, I'll
Give you a whole bunch of ships. So the Void just got better. Yeah, there's no doubt. Whoa, that's creepy.
Is that the loser?
That's the Witch. Oh, yeah, that's like a voodoo doll version of the loser.
Oh.
That is creepy looking, people.
And look at all those candles.
That is interesting.
That is.
So you have the power to curse. I bet you that's powerful.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that.
Whoa.
Rack. Yeah, this is a simple one. You have the power to injure as a main player or ally. After a player on the opposing side plays a card, use this power. That player must send one of their ships from any of their colonies to the warp. What? So if they play... This is when is this? This is any time after Destiny. If they play a card, that would mean even if they play their attack card or negotiate, or if they play reinforcements to help in the combat, or a flare card, they're losing a ship each time.
Oh my gosh!
That is amazing.
Whew, I hope they don't change him from being too powerful to too weak.
Yeah, that guy's cool.
Or just changing him to where he's not that powerful.
That is weird. Zilch. I'm not sure what. That is a strange.
Oh, look at that! Even the jellyfish, I guess, kind of have eyes. Kind of. I don't know.
I don't know what's going on there, to be honest, but it's interesting.
Looks a little darker.
Game setup. Secretly choose a Destiny card that matches a player color and does not have a hazard warning. Place it face down on this sheet. That player is ordained. So right off the bat, you pick somebody by taking a Destiny card. You have the power of Zilch. Once per encounter, you may use this power to play a fate from your Essence card cache. If the ordained player wins the game alone, you win the game with them. If the ordained player would be part of a shared win that does not include you, you win by yourself instead. You may still win the game via the normal method. That is interesting.
That is.
That's... Whoo! Oh, and the zombie. Yes, the last one is a new version of the zombie. I gotta read this. You have the power of reanimation.
Summoning jutsu. Reanimation. First. Second.
During each regroup phase, use this power to free all of your ships in the warp, sending them to one of your home planets, including a planet without a home colony. Additionally, you may free any number of another player's ships from the warp as part of a deal. So basically, they fixed the issue that I told you before. Remember that they couldn't die?
Oh,
and therefore, they never went to the warp, which meant that you couldn't get cards back from if you played a negotiate against an attack, you got no compensation. Because they never went to the warp in the first place. Now, they go to the warp, but then whenever you get your regroup phase, you get them all back.
Oh, nice.
So it's similar in effect, but you actually can get compensation now. So the zombie is way better. They fixed him. So, wow, there you go.
Well, wait, what about this one? Oh, look, it's Crazycraft.
I wonder what his power is.
Let's see.
So basically what it gets down to is you get a massive pile of aliens, the campaign book, tons of tokens, tons of cards. Wow, I am looking forward to this. And don't forget this throwback alien just because that's cool. So let us know what you think. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you want to see more, and we look forward to seeing you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Wow, this is amazing.